Lesson 1, topic coordinate plane, learning target, I can identify and plot points on a coordinate plane. First thing is our vocab. So right here pictured, this is a coordinate plane. It's where we graph points and lines in math class. So the first important piece is our x-axis. So this line that goes across the graph and splits it in half, we call this the x-axis. And then the up and down line that splits the graph in half vertically, we call the y-axis. And then the point in the middle that connects the x and y-axis, we call it the origin. It's also the point 0, 0. Now, any point on the graph we call a coordinate point. So a coordinate point tells you your location on the x-axis by giving you the x number and your location on the y-axis. So this is called a coordinate point. You can also see it's called an ordered pair. So the two different names for it. And then we have 4 quadrants of the graph. That just means the graph is split into 4 sections. So this is quadrant 1. This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And this is quadrant 4. And the numbers that I'm using are Roman numerals. That's what they use to name the quadrants. But it's just 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's practice plotting points. Plot the following points. Make sure to label the points. So label the points just means next to this coordinate point, I'm going to put the letter A, so we know that that's point A. So remember, coordinate points are always an x number first and then a y number. So let's label our axis, x and y. And then if you want, you can put numbers on the graph. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, -1, -2, and so on. So some graphs will come pre-numbered, but other graphs you can number yourself, or if you can do it without numbering it, you don't have to. So let's plot point A means 3, 4. So 3 on our x-axis, 4 on our y-axis. We put a point where those two lines would meet. So you can see it's lining up with 3 on our x-axis and 4 on our y-axis. Next point B, -2, 3. So that would be this point right here because it lines up with -2 on our x-axis and 3 on our y-axis. So this would be point B. Point C is -4, 0. Now this one can kind of be tricky because it's got a 0, but -4 is your x number, which means we're going to go to -4 on our x-axis. And then if it's 0, that means we just don't move up or down. So we're going to be on the x-axis. So that's point C. Point D is -1, -5. So we go left 1, down 5. Point E is 3, -3. So we go right 3, down 3. So it's lining up with 3 on the x-axis, -3 on the y-axis. That would be point E. And then point F is 0, 5. So when it says 0 for x, that means we're going to stay in the middle of our graph. We're just going to go up to 5 on our y-axis. Because this line in the middle is really 0. So 0, 5. And that would be point F. The last piece is being able to write coordinate points for a given ordered pair. So again, if you would like, you can pause this and number your coordinate plane. And we'll write some ordered pairs. So our ordered pair for G is first our x number. So our x number is 5 because it lines up with 5 on the x-axis. So our first number is 5. And then our second number will be 4 because it lines up with 4 on the y-axis. Next we have point H, which is right here. So we write our x number first. So it lines up with 3 on the x-axis. and then -3 on the y-axis, so that's our second number. Point J is right here. So remember, this one can be a little tricky, but if we look, we line up with 0 on the x-axis because we didn't go left or right, so our first number is 0, and then we went up to 2 on our y-axis. K is right here, so K is -1 for our x number, and then -4 for our y number. All right, I would like you in Edpuzzle to tell me the coordinate points for L, M, and N, and then you are done with your video notes. Thank you for watching this video. You can now move into your practice.